By Simon Meredith to get us underway, officiating his 400th game. It's the final match of round 12, and out of the middle, Bontempelli will just stroll out of there with a run and a bounce, shrugs off Chera, lines them up from 50. Would have been an incredible start for the Bulldogs and the Bont.
Wasn't it?
The Bont.
Always going to be a factor as he gets involved again, just drifting back and now taking a pack mark. He can do it out of the middle and in the air as well as he sends it into the forward pocket, and there's tall timber everywhere, and Norton has taken the mark inside 50. But Norton kicked a goal in every game so far this season. He pushes that one across and they compete on the line and send it through. So another behind to start things off for the Bulldogs.
Josh Bruce and, of course, Cox. That means he's got Norton.
Sarong trying to pay a bit of attention as well to Liberatore. Johannesson puts it into a good spot, and Norton on the lead gets another mark inside 50. This one much closer to goal. The bulk of the attacking through the early stages as Norton heads that one straight into the post. And no reward for effort just yet.
In position he goes. Oh, good play. Almost a mark. Umpire didn't pay Tracy the chop of the arms. Locals are going feral about it. Keith over the top. Now the long bomb comes in from Dale. It's a beauty. Look at that. It's a goal. Is it a goal? Is it a mark to Hunter? It doesn't make any difference. It's going to be a goal. Hunter says give it to him.
It's a mark.
And it's a mark.
Review underway.
So Hunter doing the right thing. Make sure of it. Take the mark if you're not sure where anyone else is, and he puts it through. It's a goal, and the Dogs have got the first four scores on the board.
Keith was right up. They're not letting the outlet kick, and whether this is chopping the arms, it probably is. So they missed one there, but you've still got to continue on with the play, and that's what Keith did. And then it was just a chain of handballs. It was a really smart kick. I don't reckon he saw Hunter out the corner of his eye, so he just went for the goals. And
Dill looking for Norton, who was up. Scott at the full, trying to get a handball out. Sarong at both ends, trying to get busy. Daniel slipping between a couple. Able to get it out to Hunter. Tucked on the boundary line. Back to a dangerous position, and Scott will go up and take the mark. And the Dogs will get another shot at goal. Goals from his 10 games this season. There's a couple of misses early, but it's been free-flowing since. Scott converts. The Dogs have their second on the board.
this ball goes wide from Sarong, you've got to be screaming, where are the dangerous players? Where's the dangerous space? You can see Wilson popped out of there at the corner of the screen. He's not manning up anyone. He's not referencing anyone.
Hunter looking for the slap in the head. Gee, so the umpire had a good look there and ended up paying it against Brayshaw. There wasn't much in it. He's out on the left boot and misses the lot. And there, the footy gods are over there this weekend.
And Daniel to Duray. Off that left boot, he'll go for distance. We've got the numbers. Bruce has got the height, though, and takes a nice mark over here.
Absolute beauty, and Bruce on the left boot. Up goes Hunter, good play. Daniel was great. That was fantastic stuff. The handball from Martin opened things up as Bontempelli gets them going. That was great football. Now the handball goes from Hannon. Hunter. McRae. Kick is magnificent, and Waitman takes the mark and will line up for goal.
Is most impressive.
6 goals, 5 for the season. Rising star. Great young man of the competition. Plenty of skills about him. Not overawed at all. And Cody Waitman goes bang and puts it straight through the middle.
Midfielders to get back. It's all about using your numbers around the contest to create some indecision forward of the ball. Pretty handy kick too.
Oh, it was a brilliant kick. I was actually told a story by a bloke who would know.
So Schultz able to pinch it back. The handball was tough for Fife, who was flat-footed, but the free kick will come back here to the Freo skipper.
Yeah, it was an ugly handball. I mean, that's just selling him in down the river.
Bruce went to ground. Bontempelli takes it to the boundary line and gets stood on the way through.
I mean, Norton didn't have to fly there. He had English and Bruce in that contest. If Norton just held on the ground, he probably would have got first access to the ball as soon as it came to ground.
Oh,
it's not what you need.
Yeah, they hurt.
This game, Caleb Daniel really adding to the Bulldogs mix in that midfield group.
Freo got it, half-back Ryan. Tucker, Aish about to be run down. Too casual. Johannesson's quick, and he mowed him down from behind.
The gift that coaches want to see.
Friendly advice as Johannesson sends it well wide in the end, just going for that extra distance. Chase and tackle. You see Steph Martin.
We'll get a look at that.
Treatment.
Get a look at that in a moment. As Martin's on the boundary line there, looks very distressed.
Pop JC joint. Now, we don't know. We haven't had a look at the other side, so it might be his natural anatomy, but if not, if they're flush, then he's got a problem.
Yeah, he's sitting there with a limp arm, isn't he, Jared? Norton, in the meantime, full-chested, takes the mark. Beautiful pass. Or one behind. This one from 20 metres out. And he's put it through the middle. Big goal for the Dogs.
Classic AC joint mechanism. It's just side-to-side bump. The clavicle or the collarbone, it's a strut, and it pops if the force goes through the wrong way.
Stoppage here for the Dogs. Looking for a couple of goals in a row. Out the back, it spills. Johannesson quickly on the boot. Just wide.
Dogs' kick was overcooked. The mark has been taken by Ryan, and back it comes.
Sends it inside 50, but Lobb was scrambling to get there. It was a shallow kick in the end, and it's out of play. Well done by Rourke Smith.
He was kicking to about a 3 on 7 or 8, so there's so many wide jumpers back there. The small forwards must get back there and work to the fall of the ball.
Grey mark taken by Williams. Oh, still scrap it forward, and now Blakely's got it, wants to move it. The run from Mundy, who goes back with the one hand. Keith came across, wins it again for the Bulldogs. Under some pressure, Norton, but will take it with Crozier, and Keith will run and support. Good going the way of the Bulldogs. Johannesson kept it moving to Norton. And then he heard the voice and saw McRae out wide, who can usually use that left boot pretty well, but he'll go with a handball instead. Back to Bontempelli, who can do the same. Just roost it from outside 50. The Bont with a brilliant goal.
Chance to kick the goal, but he knows the bloke who he gives it to is a much better chance of kicking the goal. And that is a really smart decision. Brilliant goal all round by the Dogs.
And I think the leading patterns from Waitman and Bruce.
And he did it brilliantly.
Darcy front spot. Trying to flick it over the back. Martin.
Oh, that
Through
hurt
that
him.
shoulder, and he's feeling it again after that bump earlier on in this term, really favouring that left shoulder. Giray with a good intercept. He's got it for the Bulldogs.
Down for the Dockers. The Bulldogs' defence is on fire.
Dale runs his full measure, and then the kicker's an absolute ripper. Oh, that was great play, and the mark just as good to Mitch Hannon.
The year, and you can see why.
And Mitch Hannon does it beautifully, and then sprays the kick. Liberatore, here's the Bont, gets the handball going. Too sharp on that occasion for Daniel, gets shoved in the back, will get the free. No need for that, Sarong just overplayed his hand. Now Bontempelli, the big wind-up from 51 metres out. And he's put it through! What a superstar! That's 2 goals he's kicked from outside the arc this quarter.
And there's the biggest issue.
Got to be awake to that, they don't
Yeah.
know the Dockers. He's sitting off the back of a free kick, 55 metres out. They've got to know that.
Bosels as well. A big say in this first half. Darcy out of the middle. Sarong ducks his head, trying to extract it, but holding the ball. With a strong spoil. Brayshaw just short of Lobb. Little fumble, close to the line. And Keith's going to wrap him up. And holding the ball, the call again. Hasn't been his night so far. Akers was in front. Hannon played it ever so well to spoil. And then dragged down as the siren sounds to end the first half.